You are listening to Drop Tent Media Network.
No, I said I gotta get herpes. Oh no! Yeah! Ooh! There's medication for everybody. Both sides got herpes. I'm sorry if everyone heard this. I'm kidding, obviously. Or am I? What's up, everybody? Called of us in the studio. Sorry to my family who had to hear that. That was weird. But it's whatevs. Yeah, we got everybody here. Yeah, sweet Jesse Bedraza behind the board here. He's not ready with his mic on. Stalling. Yeah. Oh, way to be smooth coming in. You're like, yeah, click. Hey, dude, I'm just sliding into frame. No big deal. Yeah, and I'm Neil Wood. Welcome to the cult, dude. Just hanging. Just a couple comics, fucking shooting the sweet shit. Of course, co-host Adam Nutter.
Hey,
what's up?
What's up?
Take this glasses off now. We're not doing this. I'm not doing it with you. Take the glasses.
What? I'm
take
fucking
the
look super cool.
Take the glasses.
It's a super
off.
cool
We're
guy
inside.
club.
We're inside.
Super cool guy.
We're inside. No, I'll tell you. You know what? Leave them on. Now I'm 4. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you.
If your wife is gonna start hitting you, and this is what it's gonna be, you need to tell me. If your wife is hitting you, you need to tell me, baby boy. She's accosted you many times. She's very fiery and she's real tiny. And we know that Stephanie, your wife, if you're a first-time listener, beats you. And this is the latest thing where you're wearing glasses now inside, and it's upsetting.
I mean, listen, she has a better reach than you would think.
Yeah, no, I can tell that.
You know?
She's spunky. She can work the body, and then she slips that uppercut, and you're just like, oh, what happened? What's going on?
The whole time.
Oh, you just want to be an asshole?
I just couldn't do it anymore for the joke.
It's ridiculous. Okay. Why do your eyes hurt from sunglasses?
I don't know. It's like the color transition.
Okay.
It was really dark. Now it's like really bright.
God, dude, you got to toughen up. You have to toughen up. It's like inside is like way darker than outside.
It's also either really cold in here all the time or really hot in here all the time, and I'm not about it.
I'm pretty sure it's you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Remember the whole thing where like if it can't be that we're crazy because there's more of us?
No. That's not how that works.
That's pretty much how that works. I think you have a woman's body temperature, and that's nothing wrong.
Fair.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I might.
It's okay.
It's fine.
I think a stiff breeze comes in here, you're like, it's chilly, and then 5 minutes later, you're like, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay, well, the fight
You're like a little
Saturday,
grandma.
freezing. I was freezing.
You were freezing outside tonight.
No, Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night.
It was freezing. I was sitting right where Jesse is. I was fucking freezing.
Well,
my
yeah,
balls
it's near the window.
Yeah, we gotta stop that.
You're insane.
Like, I don't know.
Up a window?
Yeah,
Just stop.
stop the window.
I mean, I put up some foam. So there's that. But I'll work on it for you. And
Thanks.
by that I mean I'm not going to do it.
You should put up. I mean, what else do you don't really?
No, I mean,
it's not like you're busy at all.
No, not even a little bit. Not even a little touch of it. Don't worry about it. Do you like your new stuff? Do you like your new little design stuff?
I did.
It's gonna make a good shirt. I was actually jealous. I did such a good job on it.
I know.
Do you want to say it or no? No, right?
Yeah. My first interview is pegged for next Tuesday.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Okay.
I'm officially launching my solo libertarian podcast. I know I said solo.
Yeah, that's good.
I know libertarian.
solo.
No, yeah, I don't want to be a part of it.
I know it's not like
I'm not part of
that's
it
why it's
either.
so obvious.
No, it's nice and it's fun. You see him branching out. He's going amongst himself and making things for himself. It's cute. He's out there, dude.
Yeah. So it's gonna be called the Porcupine, as a little nod to the libertarian animal symbol, the porcupine.
Yeah.
That was
I
fun.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's and Neil obviously made a nice little logo for me, nice little cartoon.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
make
liked
sweet
it. I
shirts.
liked it.
Yeah, it's gonna make sweet shirt, sweet hat. I do need other stuff though. I need like a Chiron stuff too. And
I didn't made it.
okay, sweet. And then
I just send it to you.
yeah, and then all right, did you?
I just didn't. Never mind. Why would you ask anyway?
And then yeah, my first interview is set for next Tuesday. Jesse's producing it for me, and then Larry Sharp is the first guest. So it's gonna be
Spectacular
awesome.
guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him.
Dude, I told you he reps our shit. Every podcast of his, he's
should.
wearing cult shit.
He should.
He's wearing Cult of Us hoodies and
knows,
shit.
dude. He's one of the members. He's a dark member. That's
W-
racist. He happens to be a man that is also black and whatever. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like he's,
Hey, Larry, that's your boy.
Ah, shit, dude. He's going to trade out that shirt. The next episode he does is going to be a different merch.
Big
Yeah. God damn it, dude. No, yeah, man. He's a silent member right now. Dude.
Yeah, no, so I'm excited.
slowly
I have a few. I actually have a few cool big name libertarian guests lined up.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, well, big name libertarian is basically redundant. It's kind of, and I mean, well, not redundant, but it's almost like it's like jumbo shrimp. You know,
like an
it's
echo
kind of
chamber.
like you guys aren't really that big. It's not really.
No, it's like big in the echo chamber.
Yeah.
You know,
Like Dr. Phyllis Steinberg, who loves.
oh shit, Phil.
Yeah,
Yo,
dude.
Phil's gonna be there.
What a great guy. I mean, yeah. Yeah. He was booted out of a mall in 2013 for yelling too much about libertarian stuff. You know what I mean? It's like
about taxes.
yeah.
Yeah, I got.
They're stealing from us.
Rest in peace, Killdozer, libertarian hero.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, fucking ridiculous. I do not sign off on that at all. Rest in
They're gonna know your artwork.
Also,
I'm gonna say this show is on droptent.com, co-owned by Neil Wood, progressive Neil Wood, who sponsors his libertarian podcast.
We're all about we're all about freedom of speech here.
I know, I'm kidding.
For sure.
That definitely that is
you know
one
what I
thing
mean?
we all definitely agree on here.
Yeah, freedom of speech.
That's fun. Yeah, but I'm excited for it.
I mean, kind of.
Maybe the Pope side, as the Pope side would be, is against the liberties.
We're more into it's more of a spiritual thing over here, dude. It's kind of like, don't say that as much. You know what I mean? It's kind of, it's not like we're like against it, but we're kind of like, hey, hush, hush. You know what I mean?
On the cult president side,
Don't ask,
you
don't tell.
guys can say whatever you want.
Right.
As long as I'm in your best interest, though. That has to always be.
Yeah, I know it's tough. Maybe, yeah.
That's normally the ideology.
He's the president. We do call it differently. He's the president. I'm the Pope, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't. We're having fun with the idea. But the president side is a little, it's kind of like you don't know what to expect day to day, your emotions. and
Chaos.
And then you come over here and I'm silently planning on how to kill you.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just like, no, go get me chips.
You know, it's like you walk into your I'll call it a lobby. Let's say your side. It's like a serene like video game, like maybe like a Tetris or something like calming. You know,
Yeah.
and you walk into my side and it's like a fucking GTA 5 lobby, just fucking cars flying off buildings.
Yeah.
You know, fucking helicopters. It's like, what's happening? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, get a gun, figure it out.
No, yeah.
Jump in there.
I'm definitely like a Resident Evil kind of thing going
Yes,
on.
that's Resident Evil. Yeah.
You got a little more GTA, like kind of almost if it was. Did they make GTA? I guess maybe. Did they make? No,
Not the new
it's
one.
Not. No, I mean, did they make it like online? Where there's like
Yeah.
multiple
Yeah,
people?
yeah.
Or but
That's what I meant.
yeah.
That's
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if the new
Yeah.
GTA was like
Oh, it's
online.
crazy. It's
Where
awesome.
now you're like you just see some other player who's like on the other side of the world, like running across with a flamethrower. Flamethrower.
No, like I mean, the
Yeah.
GTA 5 lobbies. It's just like an open world with everybody.
oh shit.
Or you can play the single
It's fun.
player, which is independent.
Yeah.
So the online is like just a crazy.
Yeah,
it's just the map, but with
running in with a hooker's head. Just
that's what it is.
Man, that guy's having fun.
It's great.
That's what, and you could like float
brutal.
yourself, so like you can't interact with other people because the
like
game would
this.
be unplayable
Sure.
if you want to just walk around your own
just
thing.
kill, yeah.
If you couldn't like make you not playable, there you would get shot every two. You'd
Right.
be like, fuck this game.
There'd just be a
Fuck this game.
10-year-old in there just like, boop, I got
Yeah,
you.
like, I just want to do the mission.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to a mission.
Yeah, and then he's just flying like a MiG, fucking,
Right.
and like, how are you so good at this?
Yeah.
He's like, ha, you're roasting me.
Yeah,
He's a 12-year-old. Fuck 12-year-olds.
they're good. They do great stuff with video games. I mean, it's impressive. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was it was just apropos of nothing. I was telling you earlier. Yeah, my girlfriend is actively. I was trying to pinpoint like my girlfriend's like the way it is to talk to her. Because like talking to my girlfriend is like, well, one, we come from like, the different backgrounds a little bit. Like we're both Jersey trash.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like she's a forensic scientist. And I'm an art guy who has trouble spelling forensic.
Fair.
So but
Yeah.
it's tough. It's a tough word. No, but it's the thing of like I was trying to describe how I talked to her, and this is what happened today. I woke up and saw her. Okay, kiss, bye. Okay, cool, go to work, and I'm working from home. And she she failed to tell me a very important fact of I come downstairs and there's a young lady staying with us for a little bit,
Right.
as I talked about last week, but just in case. Young lady staying with us for a little bit. She's like renting a room before she moves to Atlanta, and it's really cool. And they work together, so they're chums, right? They're having fun. But I got home last night and they had made some wings in the air fryer. Apparently her friend has an air fryer. And they had
Classy.
did some things.
She knows what's up.
I mean, well, the problem with that is, they left a couple for me, but I was like, all right, it was like 6 wings, and I'm 6'5", 200 pounds. So I was
Yeah,
thanks for thinking of me, guys. I don't know, I crushed 30 wings in like a sitting, but no, I'll take this little dainty meal. But no, it was nice of them. Sure. And yeah, it was fine. And they left, but they also just left everything out. That's the problem with them, I feel like, because they're normies who very much do like they do like an 8 to 3:30. Like
Right.
They do a very weird schedule for like, right. So, but they're very much just like, they were asleep by the time. Like it was, very. I mean, it's 12 at night. It's a little fine. That makes sense. But like, they also must have gone to bed at like 8. So it's a thing of like, I come home, it's like, all right, it's a mess. I wake up and I'm like, all right, a little bit of a mess. And there's a pan, there's some dishes, stuff over here, and there's a pan on the stove that is cast iron that has been sitting there. And I always have this problem. I didn't make this mess. It's been sitting there for like 3 days. I remember I was like, yeah, you guys made salmon on that like 3 days ago. Like, so I'm like, I was just like, all right, whatever, no biggie. I'll clean it up, whatever. Hit it with hot water, scrape it off with for a plastic scraper thing. And if you have cast iron, that like the best way to do it is like dry it, and then you have to like put it in the oven on like a low heat and like really get it dry, because you don't want, obviously, water, iron, bad, right? Rust. So
yeah.
No, I know. It's stupid. There's like scrubbers. There's like metal scrubbers that you can get that won't hurt it, because you're thinking metal, I shouldn't scrape because it's like some kind of coating. Right. No, there's like a special metal. It's. I think I was writing this down. I was literally like, that's some adulting. If you get into like cast iron shit, it's some very adulting shit. Because cast iron pans are still the only thing in America. Like, if you have it for like 30 years if you do it correctly. I've thrown out 3. I have done it. I have fucked up.
I gotta be honest with you. Yeah. I very heavily thinking about getting a cast iron pan lately, and you're making me not want one now.
There's not like a big plus to it. I mean, there's not like I couldn't tell you. I mean, the difference being of like, no, yeah, steak. I mean, but you could hit a grill outside. But I mean, the steak, yeah, sure. I mean, it's meant to be, the big thing is obviously like you're sealing in other flavors and fats. So you just cook, so all that fat gets into the pan, and yes, over time it makes the food, possibly even taste better and things like that. But if I was like, hey, do you need one? I'd be like, no, I don't know why. Right. You can get a lot into, sewed into the meat. First of all, you can just do a lot of prep to get that there, and then you do it, different ways. But so I'm doing. It was also fish. So as soon as I started cleaning, I was like, like 4-day-old like grease fish, dude. It was rough. Yeah. Really, I got him. He was like, oh God.
I know, it's
looking away from the mic. It was rough. So I'm cleaning that up, right? And I go to turn the oven on to preheat it, whatever. And immediately, I go to the fridge thinking like breakfast, I look over and they're just fumes coming out of the actual burners of the oven.
Oh,
I'm just like, oh shit. I cover my face and I like go over those. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Boom, boom. And I made the mistake of like even like opening the thing a little bit. It's like, fucking shit. Like, I'm turning it off, opening a window, shit like that. I look off to my right, and on the counter behind some dishes, not my dishes, and I notice that there is oven cleaner out, like behind the dishes. I don't know if you guys know, oven cleaner is extremely toxic to inhale. Like that's the whole problem with like when you do it. Yeah. It basically sits and I think you're supposed to wipe it up and then off of the oven, like it's supposed to like degrease, and then you have to wipe it up and stuff like that. And they basically say like low and keep it closed, and like it's not supposed to have fumes, or if those fumes get in the house, it's very toxic, from my experience. And I'm just like, fucking, are you kidding? Like, I am just so angry. I'm just like, what is she doing? Like, I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm like, what are you doing? Who sprays an oven? Like, you sprayed it last night? When did you spray this? Like, you know what I mean? I guess she must have sprayed it before she left. She left it like, she leaves a little earlier or whatever. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, tell me, I just like, whatever, it's fine. Continue. I was like, I just shut it. I was like, she can deal with that. That's not my work anymore. But I was like, I almost fucking died. Just like, because I don't know if you know, but like when your head's over top of an oven and fumes of fucking oven cleaner are just like going through you. So I'm like, whatever, dude. If COVID doesn't get me, the oven will. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, who cares, right?
Fucking wild.
Yeah. This is it. I was trying to do. Hold on. Keep going. You got something?
No. I was going to tell a very similar story, but
No, yeah. So this is what I'm trying to talk about. Talking to my girlfriend, because this is the whole way. That's not the story. That's nothing to. That has to do with the reactions I get from my girlfriend. Like the way she talking to my girlfriend. I think I was thinking it was like, it's like talking to someone on a job interview who doesn't want to get that job and is overqualified. Like she is overqualified. She doesn't want the job, and it just I'll be just like, what do you think?
It just shows like on her face. She's like, I guess I don't know. Maybe.
Like if I asked her what's your biggest weakness, she was like, I probably don't have any weaknesses. Actually, I think you guys probably have the weaknesses because you're trying to hire me. So I'd be like, you admit no fault ever. She never admits fault, and you can't even rationally talk to her about a fault that she might have done. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna text. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just like, whatever. That's her work. I didn't die. Hopefully, whatever. And so I'm just,
Hopefully these fumes don't gestate into my nostrils into my brain and then leak in there.
This is the kind of psychopath that which would make sense because I'm pretty much a psycho, right? So in the text messages to follow, she hits me with some delicious things about basically not apologizing. She's like, she hits me at 11:18. This happened like 8 in the morning, right? So she hits me at 11:18, and she's just like, "Oh, don't use the oven." It has oven cleaner in it. Like she hits me at 11:18, almost lunch, and she's just like, "Nah." I know you're just like, "Well, what are the chances he would use the oven?" I cook all the time.
Yeah.
I cook almost every day, all the time. I definitely.
It's also still a pretty common household appliance.
Yeah.
That's like being like, oh, by the way, if you flush the toilet, it blows up.
Yeah.
So don't do that in the morning. Well, you're like, babe, it's 12 p.m. So it's like, you think I want to use the bathroom right now? It's like, yeah, it seems like a very prudent text message. It should have been sent much earlier to you. Yeah, that's fair. Go on.
And then I just hit her with just like, yeah. I'm like, yep, learn that one the hard way. She's like, when? I'm like, in the time it took, like, I hate when she asks when. I didn't write it, but I was literally like, in the time it took till now. What do you mean? When?
Yeah.
When did you spray it? Till now. That's what that was.
Right.
What do you mean?
It's so funny.
I just hit her with just like, hey, I cleaned the cast iron pan. I didn't tell her everything. I was just, I cleaned the cast iron pan. Went to go try it. The oven on low, blah, 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 right?
Did you have to keep erasing the word bitch over and over?
No, I would never. I would never.
No, it actually auto-filled. I had to delete it.
I had to keep cleaning the pan. Bitch, wait, no. Delete.
No.
Bitch, fuck.
I leave her. No, she's not far from here in terms of work. I leave notes on her car. I'm going to write that one in person. That one's going to matter.
But you leave it like a serial killer because it fits her job.
Yeah.
So you cut out newspaper.
Absolutely. She hits me with just like, whoops. She hits me with a whoops.
Almost died. Sorry. You got carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oops, sorry. Didn't anticipate that. Oh, you didn't anticipate it. I know. It's crazy. Didn't you? You didn't anticipate it, right? And I'm just like, you know what? It's not even my work. She's got to do it. So I'm just, it's all good. Everything should be fine. So I'm just like, I don't care. It's fine. And that was as much as a sorry I think I was going to get.
Probably.
No joke, right? And I was like, okay. And this is where I almost exploded because this is what I mean with this psycho.
I hope she blames you.
She just hits me. Well, yeah, she always does. She just goes, you should check the oven before you preheat it.
Yeah, she did it.
No, this is always. This isn't. Guys that get that. No, I mean, this is always. She does not know how. And I don't even mean like women. This isn't a women thing. This is specifically.
I think it is.
No, it's not. Because I've talked to tons of. Well, it's whatever. But yeah, whatever. Your girlfriend's definitely. I mean, your wife's definitely combative, and also your girlfriend's combative because she doesn't know about your wife. But. Yeah, so she just hits me like, and I just love the moments in between. Say, hey, everything's all good, should be fine. And then, she could have just left it.
Yeah.
Right? No, you should check the oven before you preheat it.
That's a real, here you go, by the way.
I was like, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
You're out of your mind if you don't, right? And then I was like, what? I'm just like, what? Yeah, I did check the oven. I didn't see the clear spray at the bottom or on the sides. It's so weird. People usually don't check the oven for clear liquids sprayed in them. I don't know if that's obvious to you. Right. And then no joke. She hears that. You know what her next response is? Maybe open a window if you made fumes. It's 11. I told you. I did this morning. Maybe if you made fumes. And then she says, don't poison yourself. I'm like, are you fucking gaslighting me?
Yo, my chest. I'm angry. I'm angry.
I think she's not getting it. So I'm just like, listen, I'll state this to
Are you giving her the benefit of the doubt?
No, I'm not even. I'm kind of doing this as like a thing. I was like, hey, I'm not going to get, but I need another larger. I'm kind of like stating my message. I'm already at this point in the text. I start talking like I'm in a courtroom. Like I'm just like, I am. I'm just kind of like, Your Honor, if I could restate, please, if I could approach.
Stenographer, did you get this?
Make sure this is just to understand so we can get the proper apology needed for my client. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just like, no, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Dude, if I'm a juror, I'm like, guilty. Just
Right.
guilty.
Yeah. I was like, as I said, I said, as I said, this morning, I was upset. It passed. I opened a window, the oven, blah, blah, blah. Like, I just kind of reiterate, there's like my steps of like, blah, 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 you know what I mean? And then, no joke, this is what I was like,
I'm already mad for you.
No, you don't even, because I wasn't, at this point, I wasn't mad. I was like, no. it's bad. Like I was like, she's a psycho. There it is. There's no way, and or just someone who cannot admit fault at any time. She hits me with, again, last thing, maybe open a window if you made fumes. Don't poison yourself. Next one just be, I kind of list the thing out of like the steps I went through. This is why you might realize why you should just tell people if you put toxic chemicals in the oven.
Yeah.
She hits me with, nice day to open the windows anyway.
Wow.
I was like, I literally, yeah. I was fucking, I was so much, I was immediately, I stopped what I was doing. I opened up Evernote. I was like, let's just do this. I was like, let's just leave it, because she's insane if I'm not going to. Of course, she came home, and I was just like, yeah, you know, now our friend's here. And I'm kind of like, so let's talk about it. Let's get into it about why you apparently don't have any empathy. Like, you know, which I get it. I barely have any. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's just, again, it's just, you can see her mechanisms working. It's not like she's doing it intentionally. I can see her working of like, push off blame, like push off. It can't be me. It can't be me. You know what I mean? I'm just a simple like, hey man, make me some more wings or something next time you get a chance. Say sorry. Like, don't try to communicate better with me. Like, that's insanity.
Steph,
you know what I mean?
Steph and Voldemort have the same thing. They both do that same where like it's like no matter
can't be your fault.
No matter how I could spin it to be like, hey, look, dummy, you're wrong. It's like, well, it's always a well.
Don't call my girlfriend a dummy
dot.
as well. Don't call my girlfriend a dummy. Don't ever do that. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Okay, forensic scientist. She's not some fucking Christian teacher. All right, whatever nonsense.
I was calling my wife stupid.
Okay, I'm just saying. I thought it sounded like you were trying to make him sound very smart young lady. Smart enough to be a psychopath. It's actually what we're dealing with right now. Then around 1:44, she just hit me with, "Did you get out for a nice run?" I'm like, "Bitch, my lungs are collapsing. Like, my left and right. My left, I shit out, and my right, I think it tingles. So I don't know. I'm not going for a run maybe today. I did go for a run. I'm fine. But it was just the idea, again, no fault, no other, you know, just say a big, oh my God, like concern. Just kind of.
By the way, she could have faked it via text message with zero of you knowing. Because you can't tell. That
exchange is like, hey, are you okay? Yeah, like, no,
she the type,
everything's fine.
Is she the type that like make you remind you to take your pills and shit too?
Well, maybe, but I don't know. I don't think so.
It's like that's kind of like counterintuitive. You
kind of.
you know what
I mean, I usually would actually with that with memory stuff. I would typically ask her like because I got a lot of shit in the air. So typically, if I'm not forgetting, like sometimes I don't take vitamins or like when I was taking Alpha Brain and stuff like that, I forget to take it. So which is a problem when you're trying to take Alpha Brain.
Yeah, that's
supposed to help with your memories. Yeah, but yeah, so I don't know. It was fucking. I was like, what a perfect, just beauty thing of just, and still at the end of the day, did the same thing. Just we talked over them, just like this is why maybe. And she at the end was just like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't feel like I should.
I feel like you're crazy. Actually, it's like what?
Well, I know she's a cold stone bitch, and that is hot, and that's why I love her.
So, very on a lesser scale, but kind of the same thing. On the way to here today, we have both dogs at the house. So, you know, we have the new dog and we have Oliver. And I left at 5, so I had to put Pinto in the cage because I can't leave both of them out alone, you know, yet.
I mention it's Pinto, correct?
Pinto.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that I forgot that you have basically like a dog sitcom happening. Oliver and Pinto, when this Latin guy comes up, you know what I mean?
I just said yesterday, I said they sound like they should have their own pickle company or something. Oliver and Pinto Pickles.
Oliver and Pinto Pickles is great.
Yeah.
We should make that.
I know.
2 cute dogs. And like, well, 1 cute dog and then the other gross thing.
They're both cute.
Well, the other dog's shaped like a pickle, so we know what we could do. I mean, your one is a dachshund, so it's like, or whatever the fuck, stretchy dog, you know, hot dog. Yeah. So it'd be perfect. Anyway,
no. So Steph works.
Pickle Oliver.
Oliver and Pinto, Pickle Brothers. I'm trying to think of a team song.
Pickle Rick. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do that. But it's up with the Oliver since you hit it.
Yeah, it's stuff. Oliver is 2. Yeah.
So what did this terrible woman do to you?
So Steph works late. Like every night, she's like stays at school till like fucking 5:30. Like she does all this. She's in charge of this. She's in charge of that. She's like the
not a hard job. Ridiculous. Stop saying late. That's ridiculous.
Hey, listen, man.
She gets done at 3:30. It's fine. And then she stays an extra hour or whatever.
She gets done at 2:55. Yeah. Even earlier.
Oh God. No.
So she stays late. So this is like the only day of the week pretty much where I have to leave someplace, you know. Every other time I'm either home with both dogs or I can take Pinto with me because he's great. Like he just chills in the car. He's like Oliver. Oliver's like a dick with that shit. So so it's like 5:10. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go. I put Pinto in the cage. He starts crying for me because he's like, I was with you all day. I don't want to be in this fucking cage now. Like, I'm sorry. And then like Oliver's like, peace, because he's kind of used to it. So Oliver's like, peace, I'll see you later. And then I'm just like pissed. I'm like, why can't you just be home a little early one day this week for these fucking dogs. Like,
Sure.
you're kind of like being a dick. So I call her, like, hey, where are you? And she's like, hey, still working. I'm like, no, I know. But I was like, you couldn't be home just like the one day a little early. Like, even 5 o'clock. You could have got here at 5.
Right.
And like, I would just be leaving and that would be fine. And then she's like, well, you know, I have all this work to do. And she's just getting angry. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And she does have work to do, but like, oh, whatever. So she's like, I have all this work to do. And then she's like, you know, and this is why I don't get the logic of the arguments. She goes, and then I don't have my side job anymore because of COVID. So I don't have all the extra money coming in. Has nothing to do with the argument, right?
Yeah, right. Sure.
One. Second part of the nothing to do with the argument.
Because
She
the
goes,
school's not going to pay you more. It's like
irrelevant.
you working harder.
It's irrelevant.
Makes zero sense.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
So she goes, and I was coming home that late because of my second job. Again, has nothing to do with anything now
Yeah.
at all. And then she says, and it's, because this is, again, instead of her being like, you're right, I'm sorry, I should have came home early, she's going to just shotgun effect anything.
As you do.
Right?
Yeah.
So she goes, so she says, it's not like you care about saving money.
Okay. Yeah.
Not like I have all of our money invested in like Bitcoin or stocks or like,
Right.
I'm constantly like, look at this investment I'm doing. I'm like, that's just a lie. That's just a straight lie that you thought would stick. And I'd be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to walk away from that. I'd be like, no. You don't get to just say crazy shit and me be like, yeah, babe, you're right. I don't care about investing money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's
What the fuck are you talking about?
She's making, again, I've already diagnosed her.
No, I know, but it's
she's
like,
she makes up problems because she
Yeah.
likes the rush. I get it.
Yeah.
I've ridden that train,
Yeah.
man. I'm trying to do less of it now, but I got a lot of stuff. And sometimes you're just like, I got a lot of stuff. But if people hear that enough, you're like, hey, man, you should probably work on like decreasing the amount of shit you got to work at. It seems like it drives you crazy.
And then it goes to this thing. I was like, you could have just said, hey, sorry, you're right. I should have been home.
Yeah.
But you said everything but the simplest thing
Wait,
that
why-
would have just the
Why
fucking.
can't the dog be left alone?
I don't want to leave them
She's
alone
too
together
young?
because they feel too new together.
You
Even
couldn't
though
like do one room and then the other or whatever. How old is the?
I
new
also
one? The new
Pinto,
dog.
I think he's 2.5.
That'd be fine.
Yeah,
How
I-
long? Well, I guess you haven't had him that long. It's only been like a couple of weeks. What,
not
2
even
weeks?
Tomorrow's a week.
That could be-
Tomorrow's a week.
that could be a little tough.
And also, he hasn't had a single like potty accident in the house.
Right.
But I don't want to just leave him uncrated in a room yet.
Yeah, no, I get
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so they're in the room. They're in the same room together. Just one's created and one's just loose. Because Oliver, he's fucking 10. But like, yeah. But this, the fucking whole thing. I was like,
Yeah.
can't just accept blame or ever. Just be like, sorry.
Yeah. Just sorry. Maybe that's why we probably work. We're probably quick to. I mean, I usually give guff. Usually kind of like try. I usually say sorry, but that comes with like a diatribe of like,
Same.
but here's why you're wrong. Like,
Same.
It's usually the next thing I
Same.
say out of my mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'll be like,
the next
yeah.
thing I
I'll
say.
be like, sorry, but like, you're still the asshole here.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not really wrong. I'll just say like I'm wrong, whatever. But like I'm not. And here's why you're wrong. It's just like that initial sorry to shut him up.
Well, sorry, yeah, I don't know. For it's maybe it's the British in me or whatever fucking weird shit, or I don't know. I still go by the Dana Gould kind of thing of him. I don't know. I'm sure some guy out there would be like, you probably got low T, you say sorry or something. Shut up. It's just a word. And sometimes you gotta just be like, I'm sorry I didn't communicate with the thing. Just sorry. It's fine. Now today I didn't say sorry. I literally was just like, why haven't you said sorry?
Like, why haven't you?
Yeah.
It's like airplane just fucking.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
I was thinking about shaken baby syndrome today. I was thinking about that a lot today.
You wanted to shake her?
Wait,
No, I just didn't like. I don't like when people like don't. And you have a problem with this, actually. You do. People that don't sympathize with some crimes, like some crimes, they just like don't. They can't even imagine it. Like they're just like, I could never understand. Like infanticide. I mean, yours like is like pedophilia.
Yeah, that would be mine.
Yeah, you're immediately just like I'll shoot on sight kind of thing.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I
Not as brutal as pedophilia.
Which I get. Well, yeah, okay. But what I'm saying is that like in the messiness of it, just like infanticide. I was thinking about like infanticide, and I was gonna be reading some articles and shit on it. But yeah, like when parents kill their infants, like when that happens, some of it's like a mistake. Some of it's like like a lot of they were actually having a problem because so many people were sleeping with their babies in bed, whether they didn't have the conditions or not. Like they didn't have like a crib or couldn't afford like things like that, and they were just like, and you just roll over. That's very tough. Yeah, it's really hard shit, man. I mean, I imagine that you gotta
kill yourself.
Yeah. Way to be the lighter side of this.
That's the only way to make it fair. You gotta kill yourself.
I'm trying to come at it from yeah. I mean, I can't imagine the idea like, yeah.
You're right. I'm sorry. You got to murder suicide. You got to kill your spouse.
Yeah, you might need to do it. No, but yeah, it's got to be tough. So anyway, off point. But like advantage accidents, but then other times it's like shaken baby syndrome, right?
Yeah, with the
people just like, I could never even understand how you could ever. I was like, I don't know. I feel like I understand that. Like I think I get. Like I actually submitted that if you. Any person, if you think of a baby and you think of just like, of course, it's adorable and you want to care for it and love it and, you do that and you protect it. But at the same time, the other thing about babies, right, is like infinity amount of crying and just screaming.
Yeah.
And it's intelligible and you can't just be like, baby, you need me to rub your feet? Like you can't, you know what I mean? Like nothing where, it can't happen.
Baby, FaceTime.
But you're like, well, it's like a year. You know what I mean? It's like a year for that. It's tough. I mean, we went through COVID. That's basically adults crying. You know what I mean? We'd be all right.
Yeah.
We'd be okay. I could work through that. And a lot of people, of course, a majority do. But at the same time, I think, if you had like a perpetual baby, right? If that baby just never got any, like it didn't grow up and you have like a 5-year-old baby, you'd shake it all the time. You'd shake it constantly. There'd be no way anyone would ever. If you had like an always baby, it would always be shaken.
You'd hit it all the time.
There'd be no. If you had a baby, if you were at a party and you're like, oh, you got one of those always babies. How old is it? It was like 6 years old. Wow, you are a saint. Like you would kill that baby. But there'd be no way anyone could put up with it.
No way.
It's not. That's what I mean. Well, doctors admit, like that's what I try to tell people, like to sympathize with them. Just be like, yeah, it's a tough thing to go through. There's a lot of hormones. There's all kinds of stuff. Like.
But, so you're telling me Baby Yoda's been shaken?
No, well,
yeah,
that's a 50-year.
Sure. I mean, I would say he has the intelligence to somehow defend himself, but yeah. But thank you, producer nerd.
I understand most. Like, I understand like people. I just did a podcast where I was like talking about like scams and the idea of scams and like and I was like, I appreciate the scammer.
Right.
I'm not saying he's a good guy,
right, or it's fine, yeah.
But I'm like, no, like you did it. You know what I'm saying? It's like an art. It's like a game to it, and I appreciate the.
We kind of do appreciate the scammers, like more than I don't, and we kind of actually love it.
Yeah, we do.
Like Madoff. Madoff is a piece of shit.
Oh, I was actually just thinking of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of scam the Native Americans, so we actually love it. Like, we're actually like 100% for it.
We are.
We're
like getting the Madoff thing, right? It's like Madoff, piece of shit, literally ruined thousands of people's lives. He should fucking be in jail forever. Right? But you're like, no, he fucking did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he fucking did it. Like that's kind of cool. Like he pulled it off for a while. Like, not a cool sense of like cool as in like cool what he did, but like
yeah, and like closing this out, it's kind of like it's weird plugs.
Yeah, but
like it closing it out, it's. With Madoff and stuff, I kind of feel like, you could just kind of be like, man, I think that, do you think that is the American, like, capitalistic, like, again, American dream thing? And it's like, we all think we're going to be millionaires.
No.
And when we see a guy, like, go, like, you did it, however you did it, and you kind of have that little rub off.
No, I'm sorry. I think it's just a straight human being thing. I don't think it's like, I don't think it's an American dream. I think it's greed inherently in us as people.
Right.
And you put that
into other country. We need to get out of this country.
No, I'm telling
it's not inherent. Like,
I definitely think it is. England? England.
Well, now that America's like everywhere, but like you go to like Canada and stuff like that, like that stuff is
like 4 people there in a beaver. Fuck yeah.
Oh, this is also this is also very American right now. What he's doing, you know what I mean? I feel like Mexico. They'd be like, "What are you crazy?"
Like 5 people there in a Chihuahua.
5 people.
Oh my god.
Finland.
5 people there in a deer? Reindeer. Reindeer.
I think so.
Yeah,
maybe.
Reindeer in Finland, bro.
I was hoping.
Fuck you, Jess. Don't shake your head. No, even look it up. There's definitely reindeer in Finland.
I'll be honest. I was gonna go elk, so I wasn't 100% sure.
That's kind of the same thing.
I don't know.
Caribou.
Anyway, We gotta go to plugs.
Plug.
Producer, take us into plug.
Plug.
I hate Chance.
That's my favorite thing.
No, Chance the rapper. Stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, Jesse Pedraza. Where can people check you out?
You can find me on Instagram, Jesse Pedroza Show, and TikTok, Jesse Pedroza Show.
Yeah,
Hell
sound
yeah.
more enthused about yourself.
Yeah.
No, dude,
I don't post anything.
I haven't put anything up on TikTok either. I've just been like,
No, after I said that's my last one did decently for myself. I don't have any other ideas.
It's fine. Yeah, see, like I said, the ideas come to me if I feel like I want to do them or whatever, but it's not going to be whatever people are doing, so it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to look for weird shit. Adam Nutter.
Yeah. Adam Nutter, Twitter, Instagram. Adam Nutter Comedy on TikTok and Facebook. Check out the great, funny sports podcast I do with Mr. Jesse Pedraza Show to my left. Slapstick Sports. You can check out this very network. And also the Garbage Opinions podcast I do with Delvin Cox, Tim Hines, Mike Fowler, and Michael Aaron. That's also available on this here very network. I was down the last episode. I think the new episode just dropped, so check it out. And that's it. And as far as comedy goes, nothing.
Yeah, so that goes. You can check me out at IamNeilWood.com. Just go there. Tickets for the Saturday show at Comedy on the Crick are there now. You can get them while they're still, hot, hopefully. They're still available. I'm not really sure. They might be sold out. But go on there now. Food, drinks included, comics. There's like 14 of us or something like that. We go up there. We do some silly stuff. We have a lot of fun. So go check that out. And then Neil Wood Comedy on Facebook. But everything else is just I Am Neil Wood. But speaking of this podcast, if you want to benefit us, you can go and check out Cult of Us on our sweetdrop10.com. All right, go to our page. Everything is there for you. We got, of course, our sweet store. You can benefit this podcast directly. Get some sweet merch. We appreciate it. Be like a Larry Sharp. You know what I mean? Have a little fun with it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you could go over and check out our Patreon, patreon.com/cultofus. $1 is going to get you in, get you all the goodies. You're going to be wearing some little goodies in there. You know what I mean? Some videos and audios and stuff. Us on the road, things like that. Of course,
we go back on the road, especially.
Yeah. $3 tier is pretty sweet. Actually, I should talk about that. So when we go on the road, it's like Mike D'Alto and stuff like that. There's a bunch of cool stuff. Us talking to other comics, and we always forget to mention that. There's a whole us on the road with funny comedian Mike D'Alto in Connecticut. Yeah. Go check out specific stuff. I feel like we're always so vague. There's us, and now if you go to the $3 tier, that's us watching movies, watching fights, some good old times right through Discord. You can join us for fights and interact with us and have jokes and have a good time. And you can do that at the $3 level. And of course, the $5 tattoo tier. You like tattoos, you want to put some on your body. Doesn't have to be this podcast, of course. That'd be sweet if you got a Cult of Us tattoo. It'd be pretty nice. But $5 is going to get you in, okay, every other month. Okay, well, $5 a month, duh. Every other month, we're going to pick a name out of that. You get a tattoo. Full color. Big old boy, because Anna Gabrielle is the tattoo artist. All her information is on patreon.com/Cult of Us. Okay, so you go on there, check out her art. She's been at conventions, she's won awards, she's really great. It's right in Wilmington, Delaware, so it's an easy drive for you, worth the money 10 times over for you to get a high quality, in color, very well done tattoo. And it might be for $10, it might be for $20, it might be for $15, whatever. But your name will get picked. We're good. We're probably actually up for that. Probably actually have to do that.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think we did. Yeah, so we'll pick that out soon for another winner. Other than that, check out and follow us on all the pod stuff and Twitter and everything right on that page, and then you are good to go.
Yeah. Anna is joining the network with her own podcast.
Oh gosh, yeah. Speaking of work,
yeah,
I got a couple things I got to do. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, she's gonna be joining the network with that stuff. We got a lot of going on. Anyway, yeah. Leading out of plugs. I was accosted.
Yeah,
recently.
this is the story I want to hear.
I was accosted. I don't know. Accosted does it mean physical? I don't think it does mean physical. Okay, I wasn't accosted.
Well, I guess you could be verbally, but
verbally accosted.
But usually when you say that, your brain will go right to a physical thing. That's why I would steer away from that word.
No, Then I was threatened-ish.
Okay,
I'll say threatened-ish.
I want to hear the story, and then I want to say how I would have reacted.
Intimidated.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, sure.
Intimidated without being intimidated.
Intimidated makes me feel. Yeah, it makes me think of.
I would immediately not say that word because I'd be like, nope, that's weak.
Well, yeah, Adam's gonna go with that whole thing, and then it's like the low T bros and the thing. I think if you hear that, when you hear the story, I was like, duh, there's really not an option. I could have, but I'd be taking a very large risk
I'm
'cause,
getting excited.
it's fine. It's not a big, it's all fine. Clear.
Fight story. Let's go.
Yeah, right. I would have scrapped with him if it felt fair, but going to get gas and live kind of northern Philly. I don't know. Technically, it's around Kensington. So if you know anything about Kensington, right in Kensington there. But I'm going to get gas, and of course, there's some gas stations that are a little more beat up. It's tough. I pull in this guy. I pop out. I've got a hoodie on. I look like a douche. I look like a dum dum. I just got like I look like a dog mom. That's from my last episode. I do.
Mom, yeah.
I've got fucking like for some reason I had like fucking goofy shoes on and just like jeans and a sweatshirt, and I have the dog in the back like as well. So I've got the dog in the back.
Full single divorcee.
Yeah, dude, it's
Living
rolling
her
up,
sweet life.
just rolling up in a Volvo with a dog, bro. I am 100% Seattle single woman.
Dude, you look like you
It
got
is
kicked
rough.
out. Like you just got divorced and you're moving West Coast.
Yeah. If I had Wegman bags in the front passenger, I'd just be like, oh, I might as well just move to Portland. This is ridiculous. So I pull up, and it wouldn't be the first time that like different gas stations there's a guy who's just like, hey man, can I pump your gas for $1 or whatever like that, or just asking straight out for money or something like that. Typically I would oblige if I have cash or whatever, but this guy had a very different tone. I noticed him. He had all. That's the thing that threw me off is he had all camouflage gear on, and he was dressed sort of. It was definitely late '90s like rap. It was a black guy with like baggy. I haven't seen like baggy, like clothes in like 90s, a while.
Like straight
time.
90s.
Yeah, and like, camouflage. It was like different colored camouflages as well. So I was kind of trying to like. It was like no, I don't. Yeah, right. Well, that would be of the time, right?
Yeah.
But no, it was just different color camouflages. Which again threw me off because at first, like when I thought he was like, just talking at me, I was kind of just like, my people, like, camouflage, like, yay, like I know camouflage people, like, and then I quickly started to realize that I have to go, like, I pop around the other side. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. Let me go in and get gas. But as this is all happening while I'm walking in, so I forget that like, oh yeah, I can't use a card on this thing. This thing barely has some gas stations are so brutally beat up that in Philadelphia that like you walk up to the pump and you might as well be looking at like the monolith from 2001 Space Odyssey. It's just a blank sheet. There's no way for you to put a card in, and there's like two numbers. There's like 2 numbers on it. That's pretty much it. And you know what I mean? You're just like, okay.
Bunch of monkeys jerking off around it.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's not good
for the monolith thing.
Racial tone that we're hitting. But yeah, that's I'm sure you met the movie. And but no, I'm just walking in and I realized that this guy is not a fan of mine, just out of a lot of things that are going on.
He's like,
which makes sense.
Gay dog mom.
Yeah.
Got it.
But I realized in this that like he definitely has a problem, and I think it's around my whiteness, and I'm kind of
I have a problem with your whiteness.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally get it.
I mean,
I totally get it.
Jesse texts me about it all the time. He's like, I hate your whiteness. I'm like, no, I do too.
That's understandable. Yeah, Jesse
Show him the
Pedraza?
text.
Yeah.
Show him the text.
He's fine.
Show him. Show them right now.
I'll do the whitest thing I can do. Jesse's fired. That's the whitest thing I could ever do.
I have to back up my white friend. You're also fired.
Jesus Christ.
Stop. We gotta defend this.
Not helping.
I'm going to be rehired.
For people that don't know, Jesse Pedraza is from Peru. I can't ever remember. No, wait. I remember. Hold on. Wait. Paraguay. Nope. Fuck.
Uruguay.
It's from. No, it's not Uruguay.
You were right
It's
the first
from-
time, you son of a bitch. You were
Was
fine.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, was I?
I actually knew that. I was just doing a bit. I think
Peru. I don't know
You went
why.
from you went to Paraguay. What
You
the
know
fuck?
why? Yeah, I don't know why. I think Paraguay.
I know
the second
why.
one.
You heard P, and you're like, they all sound the same.
I'm like trying to. No, I didn't think that. I didn't think that at all. How dare you? But they do. They get jumbled. I get jumbled in my brain a little bit. Yes, Peru. Just for context, right? So, but I'm just getting. And you know what the problem was?
Yeah, you were white.
Well, hold on. Yes, it's 100% true. That is an issue. That is an issue. So
You and your exposable income.
Yeah.
Disposable.
Disposable. It's all right.
Disposable.
It's fine. You guys wouldn't know anything about it. So yeah, no, it's more just like I'm having an issue because he's not coming off crazy. That's the thing. Like, this doesn't seem like a crazy interaction.
Not like homeless.
Like he's
crazy
keeping
person.
eye contact, but not like too much eye contact. Like
Is he speaking?
but no, so he is speaking. But I realize that I'm having trouble. I don't know for any reason. I'm having trouble getting another like one sentence to make logical sense. It was almost like romp, 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 like Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. But now I think back and I was like, was he actually speaking? But I think confirming later in the story, you'll find that maybe he just wasn't making logical sense, but he was connecting some dots because it just was like white, coming into this neighborhood, like. But he was also just like started talking, like, you know what I mean. So I was like, is he completely crazy? Like where's this guy?
He led with white guy coming to the neighborhood.
He led with
so
just
funny.
like, just like, yo, man, what I mean? This neighborhood, like, just started going, you know what I mean? I'm just like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, all right. Here's when I realized, like, but I'm just like going and I'm like, all right, well, I'm clearly bigger than you. So I'm like, but I just kind of go in, to the store and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? I didn't say anything to this guy, that kind of thing. And the guy, and of course, the people inside running the place are just kind of like, yeah, this is a normal day, normal Tuesday, baby. This is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I get
They're
it.
like, you can run.
Yeah.
Leave your car and run.
It was, and I'm just like, $20, on 7 or whatever. And I do that, and he gives me back the card. That's when I immediately remembered. I was like, these have like the slowest pumps that have ever happened. Like they are. I remember I'm just like every time being like, man, this thing is slow.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just
You just gotta get a little bit and go. Go to a different gas station.
I wasn't gonna do that. And also I was like, well, one, because I genuinely mean this man no harm. So I mean, if he means me harm, I'll deal with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm ready to deal with that. In terms of like physical harm, like I mean, like if of course this is pulling a gun, I'm just like leaving the dog and the Volvo. I'll run home. Like it's I'm like, unfortunately, my little baby boy died in a terrible shooting. But you got to remember, I get it. Like as I was going out, I started to like remember, like I hit the door and I just remember everything. It was like, yeah, this poor guy's like fucking. He sees this much white. I come in with a Siberian like
white dog.
I come in with a Volvo dog mom, and I come in with a fucking Oski, which sounds like a neo-Nazis made up a dog.
It does.
Like it's awful. It's really bad.
It sounds like they're supposed to hunt somebody, like a specific type of somebody.
No.
Like,
It sounds like it's like Siberian Husky and like Australia. And I say to you, it's like fuck you, Australia fought America's side, so fuck you. But it's like, hey, how dare you? He's one of the good ones,
Yeah, but the Russian side.
But it does sound. It's just like Austria, like the thing Hitler thought was the most pure, with like a Siberian Husky. Siberia known for its whiteness, which actually technically they actually are darker than a white. Anyway, we're an Inuit population of a kind. So. Sorry for belaboring that point. I feel like people say Siberia, but technically
No one gives a shit. Finish the story.
I know.
We're in America. No one cares.
I know.
I just
Stop
say
educating
Canada
us.
is
Sorry.
fucking completely run by
went-
beavers, bro. We already talked about this.
You know what? I've been doing this on the Bible side a lot of times with like the Pope stuff. I've been like educating a lot of my members in the cult right now. And
Here's
they're really
too
bored
long.
about it.
This is when the presidents die. We're in and out.
My homilies have been 3 or 4 hours.
Jesus Christ.
And I've been,
what do you guys do? I forgot what I was going to say. Go
again,
about your day.
We don't do anything weird, but I have been making them watch me jerk off. So, it's fun.
Get it.
It's fun. Nothing weird. No eye contact. But so, I'm kind of like, I get that. I get it. Like I'm coming in this crazy. A little too much white. I get it. But I'm like, all right, well, let's just spot him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come out peripheral, just being like, "Mom." Here's the first line that he says.
All right.
Now he's again sitting down.
My heart's racing, by the way.
That's fine. You need to calm down.
I can't. It's how I am. It's like PTSD or something like that.
And he's if I miss this part, he's sitting down on a milk crate when I first see him, and he's I think he did get up on my way in, but he might have just been sitting down and just kind of again talking at me, or he might have just stood up and was talking at me again. I wasn't kidding. White people coming in here, it's fucking bullshit. And then I would like miss the community. I was like, what is he saying? And I'd be like, are you talking to me?
Sir, can you elaborate on your white hatred to me, please?
Because if it was just
I'm not
white
hearing
hate,
it all.
I'd be kind of like, well, I'm Catholic, got a lot of guilt. Like I'd be like, actually, you know what? This is coming. Everyone back up. Let him get this out. You know what I mean? Like
coming.
we've done some bad shit. It makes sense. You know what I mean? But like I couldn't connect the dots. And when I come out, first sentence, very clear. Just goes, I'm serious, white boy. I'm like, fuck, that is bad. That is not good. I heard that very clearly.
That means in your brain, now you have to start being like, was the first part, I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah, like
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to steal your shit. Get out of here.
like,
What's one of those?
Yeah, what was the points? You know what I mean? So I'm just like thrown through a loop. And then I'm just like, oh, yeah, all right, man. Like, I'm just, I'm playing this thing, which is genuine. I don't know what he's saying. Like, I just don't understand what he's communicating. So I just walk towards the car. I walk around it. I just pop a fucking thing up on there, do the gas, pop it in, and I'm not looking at him, but I'm just kind of being like right below and just fucking staring, just being like, now this is when he was like, great, I've got an audience. And he went into a diatribe. Now again, most of it not really connecting. Like I actually was agreeing with him. Most of it, one of them just being like, fucking bullshit. Like white people get guns like legally, and it's fucking bullshit. And but it's like shop. Like, but he's doing this. I'm playing this down. Very like I would say. I think anybody would say, given that I'm about to reference a person who's seeing all this pretty aggressively. It's not very, you know what I mean? And he's getting up, and he's he's not going too close. I was like, man, if he gets too close, I'm just gonna be like, back the fuck up. But then that's when I heard gun start to happen out of his mouth, and I was like, because he was just like, man, white people with guns, bullshit, because you guys just get accused, like we have guns, and then you guys get mad. I was like, fair point.
Actually, he's right.
Yeah, that's why I was like, but I was like, I don't think he's gonna respond.
You should be libertarian, friend. Hold on.
Yeah.
You'll call me. He has to think about you.
I don't think he was. Yeah, I don't think he was gonna respond to me like preach. Like I don't think he was gonna like that a lot. Just like preach, brother. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he was gonna dig that. So I'm still trying to discern like what my options are. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, all right, I'm not gonna look up, but I'm gonna look up enough to like make sure he's not coming at me. But then the gun thing came up. He's like, yo, go. Here's what I know. I was like, yes, crazy, but he really played it off pretty well. Of like, you know what I mean? You go get your guns, I'll get my guns. We'll come right back here. You know, like us. He was talking like we. I was like, oh, okay. So he thinks I'm like, I'm alone. So he's like, yeah, he's like,
you
yeah,
and that
man,
dog, that pussy ass dog, get that gun.
Dude, I was just, so I'm just like, all right. So now I'm starting to evaluate, like, okay, well, fighting's out because I don't know if he has. It's very baggy clothes. Right. I'm like, all right, cool. So he's not closing up distance here. He's keeping a fair amount of distance. So I can't even. It's like I'm not gonna be able to get to you if you have a gun. That's about it for me. That's a wrap. So I'm just kind of like, all right, we're just gonna just keep doing what I think I'm doing because I can barely. I'm just kind of like, yeah, man, I'm not making eye contact because again, with some schizophrenics and stuff like that, it's very bad to make eye contact. There's some mental health stuff.
Chimpanzees too.
Make eye contact. You gotta stop making a monkey reference.
Oh my god!
I'm just
You're
saying.
doing that.
No, I'm not. I know you. Yes, in the animal terms or any other animals. Listen, man. Listen.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This
well,
isn't
an animal guy. Fucking Christ.
It's a legion of skanks. All right, we can't. Yes, I got your terms. Of course, yeah. Any animal, you're like, don't make eye contact with that dog. Like, I get you. So I'm trying to do the thing of like that. Now, this is when a very nice young lady next to me, who I realize is a very nice Latin young lady who I'm not going to do too much of the accent because obvious reasons. But no, she had like a little cute accent or whatever. And I realized that she is actually using the gas pump as a human shield. Like, that's when I knew she was like, okay, so this guy's crazy. I'm not like, I didn't miss anything here. Like, I'm pretty sure he's been doing diatribes to just any white guy who came up.
He's yelling gun a lot.
That makes sense. Yeah. So, and
no
she,
no lo mira.
yeah. Don't look at me. She's like, don't look at him. Don't look at him. I was just like, I'm not fucking looking at him. Okay, cool. Yeah, I get it. Just like, I'm just doing like this. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, again, it's like Patrice. Like, I actually did think about it. I kind of had like a thing of Patrice, like say sometimes where he's just like, I don't, when he does that,
yeah.
Like, I don't know what to tell you in his emotions. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to tell you about what is happening right now. Luckily, he pipes down, again, let him run it out a little bit. And she's like, yeah, he's crazy. Don't worry, I'm just like, oh, okay, I got you. Don't worry about it, Pop. And that's it. That was the luck again. But again, it was just a beautiful interaction of just like, I get it, my whiteness. And I don't have the same interactions you do of like, I should say when you got into fights and stuff like that. It's like, it's always ever been like, I'm like, that guy's got a gun. So why am I going to try to fight him? Like,
I never assumed that.
What are you going to do? Yeah. Okay. Very different bring ups. Yeah. I don't know what it was like on Staten Island.
No, I always should, if anything, I should always
yeah. In terms of that. So, and it was just because he kept saying gun over again. I thought maybe it's an educated guess. Maybe. I don't know. But, I was kind of interested later when I got in the car. I was like, I kind of want to fight this guy. But I was, there's no option. It was just like, I can't fight this guy. There's just not. And I think he's not well as well.
That's the thing is like,
so it's kind of like,
it's one of those things, as much as I love confrontation with people who I think deserve confrontation, it's like, that guy's probably crazy. If he's not crazy, it's like, he's kind of shit talking you, but not really. And then like, it's not making
his tone. I will of course never do it, but his tone was very much like if I was just like, what the fuck did you just say? That would have been it.
Right.
That would have been if I said anything other just so I was like, I got that part.
Part of me though always is like I call it my EDP whispering days from EDP, emotionally disturbed person.
Right.
I'm like, I might be able to talk to this guy. and
Yeah,
like not
right.
get a mate, like, and be like, actually, dude, I agree with that gun thing.
No, I would.
And try to get in with that.
Yeah, like I said, if I could connect a couple more dots, I'd have been like, shit, dude, you're right, dude. I'm honest, man. I hate these white people moving in this neighborhood. I was just throwing him off. Just like, these white people moving in this neighborhood. You know what I mean? But not more than me. I'm actually Peruvian. I know. They're light skinned. I know. You know, I'm actually a Spanish white.
You should have said I'm Spanish.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't have known.
I'm Spanish.
I'm Spanish. Sorry, we pronounce it that way. I'm just so Americanized now. You know what I mean? But like, yeah. So I mean, yeah, of course, there's no way to get out of that. I would need like very blue eyes, and then maybe. But
No,
yeah,
there's some Spanish people that look like you.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I
lot of
usually tend
yeah.
to see them even lighter eyes.
You think
Tend to
so?
be a
Light
little.
riders?
Typical. I mean, not all, but I usually I've seen some very beautiful people that like it's like holy shit. Like yeah, you'd be like, oh yeah, that person's white. I'm like, no man, that person's from Spain. That's a Spanish person. You just don't know anything. But yeah, typically I see them as usually lighter eyes.
That's literally Mexico is
But I
Spaniards
that's a
and the indigenous of Mexico.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, again, I'm not gonna be in fights anytime soon unless somebody actually comes at me. It doesn't happen often, but yeah, it was a nice fun. I just got in the car, just being like,
How many fights have you gotten into?
I don't know. We talked about that. Probably like a handful. Nothing
All right,
crazy,
yeah.
but not in like
What was
years.
when was your last fight?
Oh, years. It was like,
It was during high school, right?
was I
No, wasn't it?
I might have been a freshman in college.
Yeah. That's
And
something
it was
around
going
this
back
stuff.
home though,
Yeah.
so it was like back home in the
Oh,
neighborhood.
you
so
got
it
the
was-
unfinished business.
Yeah, unfinished
yeah, well,
business fights.
not yeah, right.
Streets of Rage shit.
Yeah. I
Fucking
You
can't.
better watch out, because during fall break, your ass is mine.
Yeah, dude.
When I come back in 4 months, and if I'm still this mad,
I came back from first year of college being like a little less acne, not as fat. You know, it's yeah. So I mean, it was just like me getting in the car, just being like, I'll go back for gas there again just to see what happens. Yeah, just
that's what
kind of.
I would do, and you'd be like, "Don't do that."
It's the first time I've seen him there. First time I've seen it. Yeah, again, I do think he just.
knew. Maybe
He's medically helped. I was like, yo, the bouncers at this gas station are crazy. They do not like white people. Understandable.
Understandably,
But yeah, that lad lady broke me up, dude. She was just
saved you.
She was just the way she was. As soon as I saw her cutting, I was like, all right, I'm gonna stand true.
She was like your guide in that situation.
She was, but I was also worried about other people because I was like, are we? Because a lot of times in these places, it's like no one's gonna look at him, no one's gonna talk to him. I'm just like, man, this guy seems like a little dangerous, a little like. I mean, he doesn't seem happy with me, but I guess everyone else is fine. But I was like, I don't know what he's got. I was just hoping he didn't have a gun on him, but whatever, fine. So again, nice, tight little just. I got out of there, skin of my teeth. I think. It's
I
fine.
gotta teach you how to fight, and I'll go into the Patreon with
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Yeah. It's nothing like getting a shot when you're trying to do jujitsu from 15 feet away. There's no.
You get into your guard. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got it in my guard. Okay.
You
Anyway.
drop guard. You become bulletproof.
I got you. Cool. Perfect.
Jiu-Jitsu 101, bro.
Got you. No, perfect.
Come on.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. Good. Sorry.
No, I'll start our Patreon off with I saw Hammer Guy again yesterday, and Hammer Guy, for all you new people out there, Hammer Guy was a guy I got into a confrontation to in my neighborhood during the height of COVID last summer. And he threatened me with a hammer, and
Be specific. Be specific.
I'll tell the story more on
You don't
Patreon.
have to. I know. But okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, sometimes
That's
they're
fine.
Patreon. I'm leaving
It's
it.
interesting. I don't
I'm
know.
leaving it to it.
It's one of those things. It's almost kind of it's interesting. So anyway, check out our Patreon right now. Jump on over. Go on there. Patreon.com/cultofus. Another day in the cult. Ooh, what a beautiful. I love the smell of napalm in the morning, baby.
Smell of burning ovens in the morning.
Whoa, easy. We have Jewish listeners. Jesus, dude, you cannot stop it. Monkey references. You're so terrible. Jesus
You guys
Christ,
are
dude.
jerks.
You're a bad person.
You're a jerk.
And I don't think it's just animal stuff.
All
no, I'm
jerk.
kidding. We're obviously just been animal stuff. People, this has been The Cult. I've been Neil Wood. That has been Adam Nutter. And that has been Jesse Pedraza. We'll check you later. Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Drop Tent Media Production.